kids, I started to write children's books, and I'd like to tell you one story that I did. Maybe you never read this one. And this happened, I was out on the ocean. I was out on the ocean with my wife. Here were the waves, lots of water like that. And I was on a big boat. I didn't know what the boat was, like that. And here were the cabins over here where everybody slept, with the portholes. And there were two smokestacks on the ship. One over here and one over there. With smoke coming out of them like that. And one day I came out on deck. Here I am right over here. I'm making myself very small because the boat was so big. And I looked up in the sky and I saw something very strange. I saw a bird with a bent beak like that. And there it was like that. That's what I looked. And I didn't know what kind of a bird that was. A sailor came out and said, here he is right next to me. I'm making him small too. I said, excuse me. I said, is that bird an eagle? And the sailor laughed. He said, of course not. He said, eagles live on land. I said, is it a seagull? He said, no, this bird is much bigger. He said, we call this bird an albatross. That's what it's called, albatross, like that. And he said, the albatross, sailors are very happy when they see that because they believe an albatross brings good luck. He said, the albatross can start flying way down 10,000 miles away, and he can fly 10,000 miles because he has these big, strong wings like that. Of course, he doesn't fly all the time. Sometimes when he's hungry, he lands in the water and he catches a fish with his bent beak. So here's a fish that this albatross just caught like that, and then his tail like that, and here's the water dripping like that. And right then and there, I started to write a story. I said, Albert was an albatross. He lived on the ocean. I said, but one day, the wind started to blow, and the sky got dark like that, and there was rain like that. Thunder, lightning like that, there was thunder. And Albert, the worst thing of all happened to Albert the albatross. He was blown away from the ocean. He was blown all the way inland. And we looked around, he didn't see any water, he didn't see any ocean. All he saw was land. He didn't see a tree. Here's the tree that Albert had, just all like that. And here were all the leaves up there, nice and green like that. And perched against this tree, just about over here, was a bird with his beak or his nose pressed into the trunk of the tree like that, and his two legs propped against the tree. And Albert the albatross flew over this bird. He said, excuse me, could you please tell me where the ocean is? And of course, this bird was only a woodpecker. All he could say was, tap, tap, tap. And Albert the albatross looked over here and he saw a church like that, and on top of the church was the church steeple, and way up on top of the church steeple, there was another bird. And this is the kind of bird, we call this kind of bird a weather vane because it turns around when the wind blows. And it tells us the wind is blowing to the north, south, east, or west. And Albert the albatross flew over this bird, and he said again, excuse me, could you please tell me where the ocean was? And of course the weather vane is only made out of tin. This bird couldn't answer anything at all. So Albert the albatross kept flying all around the city, and then quite by accident, he flew inside the store. And outside he was sitting inside the window, inside the store, there was a lady, and she was trying on a hat, just the hat the lady was trying on. And you can see her face, and you can see that this lady wasn't very happy by the expression on her face, like that, that's how she looked. And she was about to put on her coat and walk out of the store when she tried on one more hat. And this hat had a bird sitting on top of it, just like this. And the lady saw this hat, look how she changed it, her expression changed. She smiled like this, she said, oh, I love that hat, I think I'll buy it. She went outside the street wearing it. And her friends, when they saw it, they said, oh, Agnes, they said, that hat is you, like that. And so the very next day, the lady went on a boat wearing this hat, and when the captain saw it, just like on the love boat, he said, I beg your pardon. He said, haven't we met before? And the lady said, I'm sorry, we haven't met. And the captain said, I don't mean you, madam. He said, I mean that bird on top. And the lady got scared. She thought that the bird was only a stuffed bird. And she started swinging around to the very floor perhaps she started to fly around the ship. And when the sailors saw it, they said, hooray, Albert the albatross is back. We're going to have a good luck cruise with an albatross following it. And that was the story of my book, Albert the albatross. That's it. One night, there's a very sensational thing happening. I started drawing late at night. It's very bad happened. I made a long line that comes all the way up to the top right. I came around like that, and like that. I made a spot like that. I came down about like that. But when I got about that far, I kept drawing, and I thought to myself, gee, maybe I'm drawing a dinosaur. So I made the tail go way out in the distance, and when I finished, I drew a little boy sitting on his back. Looked like that. And because I had always wondered what it would feel like to sit on the back of a dinosaur myself. And I gave that little boy the name Danny, because that was my brother's name, and I wanted to make my brother famous. And I did, because that book is now sold all over the world. And I understand you're going to see the animated cartoon of Dinosaur Danny later. And so that was the story of Dinosaur. And that book was so popular that I just wrote another story about Danny and the Dinosaur, which has come out called Happy Birthday Danny and the Dinosaur. And not only that, I'll go and see that one. But here's another story about Danny and the Dinosaur that's going to come out in the spring. And this is the cover of it, which I just got back from my publisher. And you can see it's called Danny and the Dinosaur Go to Camp. So I may go on and on like this, and it's a lot of fun. Kids, I hope you had a very good time watching me.